And before it dries and gets real sticky, I just disperse it, run it through, and I'm good. Hey guys, welcome back, What's crack-a-lackin' subbies? And what's up, newbies? That's everybody checking me out, maybe for the first time. I'm hoping that you decide to stay. And if you do, come on in. You came on a good day. In fact, today we are going to be wrapping up. We've been building our regimen brick by brick, product by product, going through the shampoos, the conditioners, the leave-ins, and the yada, yada, yadas. So now we have come to the finishing products, okay? The finishing touches. So I want to go through that really quickly, okay? And just name some other things that can really, I feel, really round out your regimen, okay? So I just wanted to go over the core regimen, okay, that I feel would be very important for everyone to have basically in their arsenal as far as products, okay, to help us with our healthy hair journey. Relaxed or natural, we all should be arriving at the same place, okay? So with that being said, we're going to jump right into it, okay? Going to jump right into it. Like I said, last week, I think we dealt with the irons, or last we spoke about the regimen, we dealt with the flat irons, okay? So we dealt with flat irons and basically heat tools overall and how we want to style our hair safely or as safe as possible and not fry it. So moving on from the irons, we want to finish the style, okay? So finishing up the style, that means basically all the work that you put in, you basically want to set it so that it lasts throughout the week, okay? So that's what we're going to deal with today. We're going to put a button on it and do the finishing touches. And that would be with hairspray. Now, hairspray is a very valuable tool, okay? Now, it's not just for when you heat style, okay? And you put curls in your hair or you flat iron it and you want to set it with a hairspray. But naturals use hairsprays too, okay? So it's for everybody that wants to hold on to their style, whether it be curls or braids or whatever. I do use both a hairspray and a spritz. That's only because I'm used to it. I started off with the spritz. Hairspray and spritzes are pretty much the same. They pretty much hold, okay? They both hold your hair, hold your style. They have polymers that hold your style in place. Where they mainly differ is that hairsprays normally come in a can and they're aerosols. They're fine mists that are sprayed, okay, from a can. And spritzes are usually dispersed from a pump. They're more so of a liquid. They're usually not a fine mist. It comes out as a liquid in a pump bottle. So it's can versus bottle pretty much. And the way they disperse based on their formula. Can versus bottle, mist versus liquid spray. So, but they're both good. But today we're just going over hairsprays because you don't need both necessarily. I use both, but that's not something that I would consider a necessity, okay? So with that being said, now that we got that over with, let's get right to the hairsprays. Okay, so we're going to get right into it, okay? The hairsprays. You already know what my top two are. Those who are familiar, those who have been around the block with me maybe a couple of times, you already know there are two that I use, okay? And I interchange them, you know, depending on how I feel. So with that being said, number one, as far as what I use the Nexus Comb Through Hairspray. I love this stuff. Why do I love this stuff? Well, it's very light, okay? And it's exactly what it says. You can comb through your hair and not feel like after you've applied it that you're wearing a helmet or that you're going to break your hair off by simply running a comb through it. After you spray it on your hair, you should be cool. It smells good and it has a lot of goodies in it. But this one, I love it. And it also imparts shine, okay? And a lot of good hairsprays nowadays, they will do that anyway, okay? So like I said, it's going to hold your style. Now this one is This one is a soft hold. So, you know, with hairsprays, there's levels to them. You know, you have those that are super strong or a super strong hold, and those that are a little more lightweight. This one is on the lightweight end. Well, I would say medium, okay, because it does hold my style, but it's not a super duper hold in place shellacking of a hairspray, okay? And you don't really want too much of that anyway. But this one has a soft, manageable, reliable hold. So this one has been a staple of mine for years. You guys already know as far as Nexus. I'm sure you're familiar with the company. Nexus makes a lot of good products. They've been here for a very long time. You can find their products at Ulta, as well as a lot of beauty supply stores, as well as Target and a lot of drugstores, okay? So that's my number one. That's my zhuzh. And number two, and again, it's not in order of preference. These are just my top two. These are just the ones that I use. Number two that I recently stumbled on was the Moroccan oil Luminous spray. This one also comes in levels as far as firm and like a firm hold, okay, and a medium hold. I did get the super hold, okay? But again, when I use hairspray, I spray it in my hand. I don't spray it on my hair. I don't see anything wrong with that. That's just me being particular, making sure that I control how it's dispersed throughout my strands. So with that being said, I did buy this, the Moroccan oil in the super, but I sprayed in my hand, and before it dries and gets real sticky, I just disperse it, run it through, and I'm good. And this spray as well, okay, leaves a lot of shine. And of course, that shouldn't be a surprise, as it is infused with argan oil as well as vitamin E, which is a natural antioxidant. So we like that, okay? And even though it's infused with oil, it's not heavy. It's a lightweight formula that is gonna block against humidity and frizz. I've said before that the, Moroccan oil is known for, as far as their products, okay, because they have a whole line of products, they're known for a signature smell to their products, which is, it's like a fragrance that's kind of sweet. This one, I will say, it starts off, those commercials that they have for the candies, the Sour Patch candies or whatever they are, the little gummy bears that start off sour and then they end up sweet. I would liken the fragrance to that. For me, it starts off a little bitter, a little harsh, okay? But then it ends up smelling sweet once it's already applied, and it sort of, dissipates, and it sort of just, acclimates to, your hair, and it sort of settles down. That's what I would liken it to. It starts off a little sour, gets a little sweet, but it does its job no matter what. That's what I'm wearing right now, is the Moroccan oil. It's going to impart that shine, give you that hold, and send you on your way. Okay, so those are my top two, the Nexus and the Moroccan oil. Now these next three, I have not tried. Okay, I have not tried, but again, they come highly rated. Okay, a lot of people seem to like them, so we are going to share around here and give up the tapes on these next three. And number three, or this next one, I've talked about this company before because they are a very good company. They've been around for a while. Again, they have a whole line of products, and this is Kenra. Okay, so they have a hairspray, and this one is Kenra Volume Spray 25. Okay, Kenra Volume Spray 25. Now with this one, not only is it going to give you hold, but it's going to give you some volume. Okay, so with those with fine strands, you may want to check this one out because it's not going to weigh your hair down, and while it's holding it, it's going to make it look a little plumper. You know what I mean? Give it a little boom, 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 and va va. It's going to make your hair a little pumped up. At least that's what it says. That's what it says. So it's going to give your hair volume. It's going to give you hold and give you some shine as well. Now it says that the hairspray is wind resistant up to 25 miles per hour. I guess if you need to know that, then, just in case you live in a windy area, this may be good for you to know. And also it holds or it bars humidity for about 24 hours. Okay, we'll take that. Okay, I like that. I like that. So with that being said, it's going to hold your hair. It's not going to weigh it down. For those with fine strands, you don't have to worry about it being limp or looking flat. It's going to pump it up a little bit. Okay, pump it up. So with that being said, Kenra Volume Spray 25. It's a good thing. Okay, you may want to check it out. And this can be found again at, I believe, Ulta. Okay, which is a beauty store. It sells makeup and, you know, hairspray, hair products and personal products or whatever. So at Ulta and also at beauty supply stores. Okay, so you may want to check that one out. So that's Kenra. And just one other quick note about Kenra. Since I talked about the fragrance of the last one, this one supposedly has a stronger fragrance, a stronger smell. Okay, so I just want you to, again, those who are sensitive to smells and scents and perfumes, you may want to check it out before you check it out. Does that make any sense? So if you're sensitive to stuff like that, I just want to put you on notice that this one may be strong, but it does its thing. It does its job, and it parts a lot of shine and hold. So again, you may want to check it out. This one's a good one. This one's a good one. Okay, so on to the next one. This one is an OG. This one has been around for decades upon decades upon decades. Probably since hairspray was first invented. I don't know about that for sure, but I'm just putting it out there. It's been out there for a long time. Now, this one is by L'Oreal. Now, the full name is this. It's the L'Oreal Paris Elnett Super Strong Spray. No, it's the L'Oreal Paris Elnett. It's the L'Oreal Paris Elnett Satin Super Spray. No, this is the L'Oreal Paris. Okay, extra strong hold. This is the L'Oreal Paris Elnett Satin extra strong hold hairspray. Woo! Okay, I'm gonna say it one more time. Okay, here we go. It's the L'Oreal Paris Elnett Satin Extra Strong Hold Spray. Did I get it? I got it! I got it! Woo! Okay, now this spray has been around for a long time. I mean, professionals have used it. It's been both that has traveled behind or been used behind the scenes as far as fashion shows and you know, fashion shoots and photo shoots and celebrities and non-celebrities and everybody and their cousin use this spray. Now, with that being said, even though extra strong hold is in its name, the feel and the actual result on your hair belies its title. Because even though it does hold, even though it does have a firm hold, it's not going to be a helmet. Okay, it's not going to be like a helmet. You're going to have movement and shine with this spray. Believe it or not, it boasts the hold and the shine. Okay, but it's also combable, and you don't have to worry about your style going nowheres at all. You're going to be good for at least 24 hours and maybe even beyond. Don't quote me on that. I've never used it. I'm just saying the word on the street and in the industry is that it's very good. It's very good. It has a very strong hold, but at the same time, you're not going to have helmet hair. You're not going to have a stiffness, okay, that can come with a lot of hairsprays, especially those that boast strong holds, okay, or extra strong or super strong or whatever strong hold, okay? So this one has lasted the test of time. It has been well tested, well used, and well talked about, okay? So it made it on this list because actually when I was looking for hairsprays, I was going to check this one out because it's readily available at drugstores, Target, Ulta. I'm sure it makes its rounds, okay? You can really find it online, you know? So you can really, it's not scarce. And like I said, it's reputation precedes itself. So like I said, when I was first looking into hairsprays, this was on my list. And not only does it boast the shine and the hold, but again, it's not going to leave your hair feeling crunchy. Okay, that's what they said. No crunch. No crunch. It's not going to leave your hair crunchy, and it's going to be not only humidity resistant, but also sweat resistant. So I guess for us textured girls, that would mean that there's not going to be a whole lot of reversion. Okay, once you set your hair with it, if by your edges you are sweating, you should be fine as far as no reversion. You know what I mean? So if your hair is straight by the edges, you done, you know, cook them up and smooth them out. They should stay smooth. That's what they're saying. That's what they're reporting. I'm just the messenger. I'm just letting you know. So that means it's going to be great in the summertime. It's going to be great when you're dancing. It's going to be great when you're nervous and you're doing a speech somewhere or whatever. That's when it said it's going to be your rock steady through all these things and more, okay? And it's also buildable, okay? Like most hairsprays. You can just spray a little bit, then if you need a little bit more hold, you spray it again. So Elnett had to make the list, honey. It had to make the list because this one is an OG, okay? It's an OG for you, okay? So if you're looking into something that has really stood the test of time as far as a product, as far as a hairspray, this one might be for you. Now this next one that's rounding out the list, okay, that's really going to put a button on this particular list of hairsprays. I used to see all the time when I go to Ulta, and I would see their cans, you know, which are very noticeable. They're very brightly colored, but I never really paid attention to them. But it's by a company called Sexy Hair. Okay, Sexy Hair. Again, I'm not really familiar with the company, but I have seen their products in Ulta. And this one made the list because, again, when I was doing my little research, this one popped up a lot, okay? Popped up a lot. And with that being said, they have two versions. Well, they may have another version, but I chose the one in the turquoise can because it said touchable, okay? So that automatically piqued my interest. It hit a lot of lists. So with that being said, this is called So Touchable. So it's by a company called Sexy Hair. So it's Sexy Hair So Touchable. Now with this one, it says it's so touchable because it's lightweight. It's lightweight. It leaves a lot of shine and hold and bounce without weighing your hair down. And it's infused with mimosa oil, which is good for your hair too, okay? So with that being said, it has a lot of boastings under its belt. It has made many lists as far as this company. It's two hairsprays, has made a lot of lists as far as the best hairsprays. It's popped up quite a few times, and I figure I would bring it here to you all just in case you're in the market for a hairspray or something to hold your style that's not going to make it stiff and not going to weigh it down. So you may want to check this one out too. Okay, this is by Sexy Hair. Okay, so as far as the products are concerned, we are putting a button on it, okay? I wanted to go over, that's the last part as far as the products, the hairsprays, that's the ending thing. You know, once you get your style together, you're going to end on a good note and make sure it holds. After you put in all that work, you want it to last, right? That's where the hairsprays come in. And not only relaxed girls, but natural girls use hairspray too. Don't get it twisted, honey. We all can benefit from hairsprays if you're so inclined, okay? Is this a necessity? No. But what I'm saying is that as far as the core products, I just wanted to go over those that would help as far as building a regimen. And those who are looking for the complete, you know, list, for me, that completes the list. And I sort of went through what I use. When I style my hair, I end with a hairspray, okay? So with that being said, we did that. And now I want to get to the accoutrements, okay? All the finishing touches as far as the cherries on top. We already went over some of these, but we're going over it again, okay? Just for those in the back who have not been here, they just got here late. It's okay, take a seat. We gonna go over it. Okay, so with that being said, hairsprays, boom, put a button on it. We also want, once that's done, at night, as far as care for our hair, you already know what I'm about to say. We got to get these scarves, okay? Silk scarf, satin scarf, silk bonnet, but be careful with the bonnets because sometimes the elastic around the bonnets can take out your edges or cause friction, which can lead to breakage. And we don't want that. So just be careful with the bonnets, but they are good. I'm not anti-bonnet. I'm just saying be careful with the elastic on the bonnets. That's all I'm saying, okay? So we got bonnets, we got the pillowcases. Now for me, I like to hold my style in place because I wrap it up. So just a pillowcase wouldn't work for me. I go to the scarves, okay? And someone asked me about the scarves as far as the one that I used, what brand or whatever. I had my scarf for so long. I had to apologize because I couldn't remember the name of the company that, you know, my scarf is from. But different makers make it. There's a company called Evolve, okay, that makes a scarf and head scarves and wraps. They can be found at Sally Beauty. I did see them there, Sally Beauty. And there's another company called Stay On Satin. I believe that's the name of the company. They make a lot of the scarves as well, wrapping scarves. I believe they can be found online as well as some beauty supply stores. Or you can make your own, you know what I mean? For those who are talented enough, and you don't really even need that much talent, all you have to do is take some silk material, cut it into a triangle and make your own scarf, okay? So that you can wear at night, or into a square and make it into a silk scarf, or you can make your own pillowcase. The possibilities are limitless, okay? But you gotta protect your hair. You know, you gotta protect that hair, okay? It's an investment. You gotta protect your investment, period, okay? All the work that you put into it, you gotta protect it. You gotta keep up with your hair, okay? And that means at night too. Some of us are rough sleepers. We ain't even gonna talk about it, but anyway, we gotta protect our hair, okay? And that means at night we gotta get these scarves and all these other accoutrements that's gonna keep everything together. So for those who are natural, because it's not just relaxed girls, okay? Y'all naturals with your natural little curls and curly cues and crinkles and zigzags, you need to protect them at night as well. Gotta protect your hair, gotta protect your investment, okay? You're investing in your crown, you gotta protect that crown, honey. Wear that crown, protect it at night, okay? Because it is valuable, okay? Your crown is valuable. So I also wanna mention, I think it's good to have a pair of scissors. I think it's good to own a pair of hair scissors, okay? Not that everybody's going to be, you know, styling and cutting their hair, you know, into different styles. Not everybody's built for that. I know. But what I'm saying is that you can keep up with your hair. Even a little bit of maintenance with the scissors can help a lot. What I mean is this. If you see a split end, you don't have to run to the salon. You don't have to throw up your hands and say, hey, you know, I don't have scissors. Oh, well, I'll just wait or I'll ignore it. Don't ignore it. You can snip that little split end and keep it moving, okay? And everybody can do a basic cut. I'm just convinced everybody can do that. You may not be able to do layers and, you know, asymmetrical, and that's, we're not looking for that, okay? We're talking about just basic maintenance. And like I said, I think it's good that everybody has a pair of hair scissors at their disposal. I really do. You can find them anywhere. You can find them at the drugstore. You can find them at Ulta. You can find them, you know, at the grocery store. They don't have to cost a whole lot, but get you some hair scissors. We ain't talking about, you know, scissors that your 2-year-old would cut construction paper with. We're not talking about a pair of scissors that you open your Amazon boxes with. We're not talking about that. We're talking about scissors that are specifically for cutting your hair, because there is a difference. You want good hair scissors. That way you get a clean cut and you're not getting anything that's going to be jagged. Because if you cut with those other scissors that I mentioned, it's not going to be a clean cut. It's a different type of way that they make that blade. And with that being said, it can damage your ends, okay? Because you want a clean cut. You don't want anything that's going to marl or raggedify your ends, okay? So we need hair scissors. Say it with me, hair scissors. No other type of scissors, hair scissors, okay? So with that being said, we're going to wrap this up, okay? If you have any questions, just let us all know down below. But I wanted to go over the core pieces of building a regimen, okay? These are the core pieces that I feel should be in your arsenal. The hairsprays, you know, that's to hold your style and to sort of keep everything intact from everything that you've done prior to, okay? And everybody styles their hair. Even if you pull it back in a ponytail, you can benefit from a little bit of hairspray, just a little bit of hold, if you're so inclined. But I wanted to put that cherry on the top for those who are really looking for the full list, for the full disclosure. This is how my regimen is set up for anyone who is curious. So I figure I would give that to you guys just in case you want to imitate or extrapolate anything that you find interesting. You can mix and match and pull what you want from these particular categories, but it is a core. You need a good shampoo, you need a good conditioner, you need a good moisturizing shampoo, and I definitely feel like you need a leave-in, okay? You definitely need that leave-in because I'm telling you, it's going to make a difference. If you've never tried a leave-in, you need it, okay? You definitely need a leave-in because it is that bridge from the foundation part to the mechanical part, okay? So that leave in, and we definitely, if you are heat styling, you need a heat protectant, period. You need a heat protectant. And with that being said, you need a good iron that is also going to protect your hair, meaning it's not going to zap it of its moisture, it's not going to beat it into submission, and it's not going to leave your hair feeling fried. So with that being said, hairsprays, it's the setting spray. It's going to set everything still for at least a week, okay, depending on how you maintain your style, okay, whether you wrap it up, braid it up, whatever. But with that being said, I wanted to go over the core, and that's my core. So these came up on a lot of lists, so I wanted to share them with you. If you want to testify to their efficacy, or you just want to rah-rah swoon ba, some of the ones that I mentioned, then make a comment below, okay? And if you want to add anything, comment down below too, okay? You know, I read everything. We share around here, so maybe somebody might read your comment and, you know what, buy something that you suggested, okay? So with that being said, that wasn't too bad. We were in and out, okay? So I want to thank you so much for dialing in and showing up. I really do appreciate it. I really do. I really do. And yeah, we'll be back talking about some more stuff. We got some more products that we're going to talk about. A couple more products that I want to bring to your attention, you know, just share, because, you know, sharing is caring around here, you know. Again, I just wanted to go over the core, but we got more products to talk about. Don't you worry about that. Don't you worry your pretty little heads about that, okay? So you got to come back for that. So you already know. It's going to be the same Dolce dial. It's going to be the same Dolce channel. So you come on back.